Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the tips and tricks when you're ready to change out your coils and your spark plugs on your BMW N54. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, as far as the first trick, once you get your cover off and you see all 6 of your cylinders right through here, once you got that, removing the coils itself, sometimes they can get really stuck in here. So this one we're gonna go ahead and do. All you have to do, once you flip up the top lid, it's gonna start pulling out the wires at the same time. Once you do that, I mean, just pull it out of the way. But these can be sometimes really stuck on there. So all you have to do is go ahead and take a 3/8 drive, 12-inch extension. Once you have that, go ahead and slide it through the hole. So this is the hole right here that's on the lid, that's on the flap with the coil. And then all you have to do is you're just pulling equal pressure up. Just give it a good yank. And you'll hear it pop up and then pull your coil right out. And then go ahead and change it out with what you want, with whether you have, which we will be changing them out. This is my elder ones that I had since 2016. I have brand new, all 6 new elder coils right here. So we'll be swapping all those in. But from that standpoint, that's going to be your easiest way, so that way you don't tear anything. When you're pulling the coil out, you may feel some resistance. Just be careful, because if you're pulling it out, you don't want to snap anything off. And once you pull that out, then we can see down in there and see our spark plug that we'll need to remove. All right, next, to get the plug out, you're gonna be using your same 12-inch extension, 3/8 drive. But the key to get the plug out, since it's such a thin wall down there, is I use the Burger Motorsports spark plug socket. Very thin walled. I mean, for comparison purposes, definitely thin. And it has a magnet inside, so it's going to grab that plug and pull it out. There's no rubber on here at all. Very sleek design, and it works wonders. I'm going to wait for it to connect. You're going to hear that magnet click right on there. Lefty loosey, ready tighty. Then pull it on out. And then there we have it. This plug has been in here quite a while. I am seeing some oil residue on the plug itself. So I did replace the valve cover gasket a little over a year ago, but these plugs have been in there way before that. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm replacing them out, I'm gonna monitor this just to see if it's leaking again, or this is just from when it was leaking really bad during that time before I replaced it. So a little kind of, I'll check on that or whatever, but I haven't had any misfires since replacing it. So should arrive just like this. I went with the OE BMW Bosch plugs, which they are a little different than the OEM Bosch ones. I can never get the NGKs to run right, as far as, you know, you have to have them gapped perfectly. These, obviously, you don't have to gap them at all. They still handle plenty of power. I know friends that run 600 wheel horsepower just on the stock OE plugs. So for anybody that's, you know, has, you know, tune or whatever be the case on their N54, these plugs will still handle fine. You don't have to worry about gapping and all that. But there are benefits of running a quarter plug, so you could do what you would like to do. Whatever runs good on your car and you want to try it out, by all means try it out. We're going to put it on the magnet on the socket. You'll hear so you'll hear it snapping onto the magnet. Once you have that, do it by hand. You'll feel it go in there, just so you know you're threading it correctly. Go ahead and tighten until it stops. You'll need to take your torque wrench, 17 foot-pounds. I already have it set on 17 here. I just checked it. This is where it's critical also. You want to always torque down everything that you do on this car. There you go, 17. When it clicks, you're done. Take out your socket. Then you're going to take your new coil here. Simple as fishing it down in there. You'll feel it snap. Just put your electrical plug in, push in at the same time, so that way it's good. And snap down. That's it. Then you're just gonna repeat that, obviously all the way back. Check out my full DIY. I'll take you step by step as far as taking off the cowl, taking off the cover, everything in detail. But as far as tips go, you know, just simple, just doing having the right tools, right? The socket, getting the coil out properly, looking around other stuff. This is another great time to check out other stuff on your car. You saw some oil on my plugs. You can take a flashlight, you can look down through here. If you start seeing oil down through here, that's going to be your valve cover gasket. If you have any kind of oil down on your heat shield right down through here, check out the DIY at the top. I do a full step-by-step DIY on the valve cover gasket. Check your injectors. If you do need to replace your injectors, this is another good time to do it if you want to do it all at one time. Check out my DIY up above for injectors. I did the N54 one, so these are all index 12s right here. So I got all that. I even have the DIY to take off the heat shield because you'll have oil down in there. Boost solenoids, replace both of those. So plenty of related DIY videos just right here, guys. But keep an eye out, check everything. Like I said, it's good to see if you see any trends, any fuel leaking, any oil leaking, anything wrong. Anything with vacuum lines messed up, cut, whatnot, now's the time to just look through everything and you might see additional things that you need to do. That's really about it. You don't have to overthink the process, but having the proper tools, the proper spark plug socket, and just other little general techniques, it'll make the change as easy as possible. And you guys can do it at home, of course. Follow my actual DIY that I have for step-by-step, but once you do one, it's repetitive for the last other 5. Everything used in this video will be down in my description box below. Go ahead and check that out. And guys, big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.